RC Strasbourg, a club that nearly disappeared. From bankruptcy in amateur football to challenging at the top of the French division. How did this happen? How did a team that once played in the 5th tier of French football end up just a few points off first place? This is the story of one of the greatest football rebuilds. Let's start from the beginning. Strasbourg was founded in 1906. Over the decades they became one of France's proud regional clubs. Passionate fans, beautiful kits and a history full of drama. In 1979 they did the impossible. They won Ligue, the top of France football. Their only league title to date. A team built on unity and discipline, led by Gilbert Gress, outplayed the giants of French football. This was a legendary moment for Strasbourg. They stayed competitive in the 80s and 90s, sometimes mid-table, sometimes in Europe. They even lifted the Coupe de la Ligue in 1997 and 2005. Strasbourg wasn't rich, but they were respected. A proper old-school football club. But then came the chaos. They were relegated, promoted and relegated again. The club became unstable, on and off the pitch. By 2011 it all collapsed. Strasbourg went bankrupt. They were kicked out of professional football, relegated to the 5th tier. It wasn't just a sporting failure, it was an identity crisis. A club with over 100 years of history was now playing in front of barely 1,000 people against semi-pro sides. And that was only in 2011, so not even that long ago. Most clubs never recover from that, but Strasbourg did. And this is where the story gets beautiful. The fans refused to let the club die. Supporters groups raised money, volunteers helped run match days, and the local community pulled together to rebuild from the club, literally from the ground up. They started again under a new name, Racing Club de Strasbourg Alsace. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. With Marc Keller, a former player, taking over as president. Keller had a plan: rebuild slowly, sustainably, and with the respect for the club's identity. No wild spending, no shortcuts, just hard work and local pride. In 2012 to 2013, Strasbourg were promoted from the 5th tier of French football to the 4th.
Ensemble! Quelle ambiance ce soir à la Méno!
The next few years weren't easy. They missed promotion by a single point more than once, but the fans never stopped believing. Then in 2015 to 16, they won the Championnat National, returning to the 2nd tier of French football. In 2016 to 2017, the miracle continued. Strasbourg finished top of Ligue 2, so close to the top of French football once again. So just put that into perspective, from 2011 they were bankrupt. Fast forward to 2016, they got promoted to the top of France football. That is 4 promotions in 6 years. It was one of the greatest comebacks in modern football, and it doesn't get talked about enough. The first season back in Ligue 1, 2017 to 2018, was all about survival, staying in the top of France football. They didn't have the budget of PSG or Marseille, but they fought for every point, and in December 2017 they shocked the world, beating PSG 2-1 at home under all the reliable fans that have stuck with them. That win was symbolic. It showed that Strasbourg weren't just happy to be back, they wanted to stay. In 2019 they lifted the Coupe de la Ligue, beating Guingamp on penalties. Another piece of silverware, another reminder that the spirit of the club was alive. The fans filled their stadium every week. Blue and white flags, songs, flares. Strasbourg became known as one of the best atmospheres in France. Then, in June 2023, came a new chapter. BlueCo, the group that owns Chelsea, purchased Strasbourg. It was controversial at first. Some fans feared the club would lose its independence.
The few ultras, this is the majority of the people which is against the multi-ownership.
It's like you might be eating the master's leftovers, but you're a slave. And some people might say, okay, that's better stuff at what we were used to. And some other people may say that, well, I'd rather be free.
But BlueCo promised long-term investment, upgrades to the stadium, and a connection with Chelsea's global football network. They wanted to use Strasbourg as a model club in France, developing young talent, building smartly, and competing at the top of Ligue 1. Since then, the changes have been clear. The stadium is being modernised, the academy has been restructured, and the recruitment has become smarter. And in many games this season, Strasbourg have a side averaging no older than 22 years old. A very youthful setup. Fast forward to the 2025-26 season. Under Ligue Rosenior, Strasbourg are playing some of the most exciting football in France. A high pressing 4-3-3, fast transitions, relentless energy. Players like Valentín Barco, Diego Moreira, Mamadou Sarr and Mike Penders have been key. Barco has been the heartbeat in midfield, breaking up play, controlling tempo and linking defence to attack. Moreira on the left wing has become their creative spark, quick, unpredictable and always dangerous. Panichelli, the Argentine forward, has been a revelation, scoring goals for fun and an absolute demon inside the box. And of course the Chelsea connection runs deep. Several loanees have made an instant impact, young, hungry players with something to prove. They are here to stay. They are here to knock PSG off the top. After 9 games in, they are only 4 points off PSG and recently drawing 3-3 to PSG in a very competitive game. Panichelli scored twice, Moreira got another, and even though Mike Penders gave away a penalty, he also made key saves. Strasbourg matched PSG for intensity, creativity and fight. After that game, everyone started to take them very serious. They were top of Ligue 1, even if it was for a day. An unbelievable rise for a team that was in the 5th tier not long ago. Since then, reality has hit a little. A few weeks later, Strasbourg sit 7th in Ligue 1, still only 4 points off first place, but with a few bumps along the way. Their 2-1 loss to Lyon was frustrating. They had chances, they played with heart, but a lack of experience showed. Moments like that highlight the difference between a young rising team and a seasoned contender. The talent is there, the fight is there, but sometimes they just need a bit of composure in key moments. Still, that's part of the process. Strasbourg aren't falling apart, they are learning. And that's what makes this story so interesting. Because they're not just trying to stay in Ligue 1 anymore, they are trying to compete for the top. The BlueCo project is still in its early stages, but it's already reshaping the club. Strasbourg's recruitment model now focuses on youth, resale value and development. The same kind of structure that made clubs like Brighton and Brentford so successful. The difference is, Strasbourg's got history, passion and a fan base that refuses to settle for mediocrity. The next few months are huge. If they can stay consistent, stay fit and keep learning from results like the Lyon loss, Strasbourg could finish in the top 4 and maybe even push for Europe. Whatever happens, their story is already one of the most inspiring in Europe. From bankruptcy to the 5th tier of French football to now sat in 7th in Ligue 1 and 4 points off the top. In football, money helps, but heart, unity and good decisions matter even more. So what do you think? Can Strasbourg keep this up and challenge for Europe, or even the title? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you love stories just like this, underdogs rising from nothing, make sure to like, subscribe and turn on notifications, because this Strasbourg story, it's far from over, and I'm sure this will be a video I definitely revisit down the road.